Hey guys, Rivethead here. Welcome back to another episode of Red Dead Redemption 2. Hope everyone's enjoying themselves today. Things look a little different. As you can see, my character got myself a new haircut, some new beard, but you know the daily challenges pop up and they ask me to do a few things. So I thought, we'll do a few things and change it up, and I'm actually liking it. It was like $45 for the haircut and like $10 of mutton chops, and they've asked me to change my hairstyle again, and I refuse because once you buy a haircut, you don't own it until like you own it for as long as you have it. But if you go, it's like if you go to the barber, you don't pay just once to get your haircut. So today I'm going to head back off to the Moonshine Shack. Reason being, the other day I logged in with Armor Time. I joined his session, and when I joined the session, all of a sudden I was in the sale for Moonshine. I was like, what the hell? And now it's been a few weeks since I tried to run that mission. All of a sudden it just popped. And I was in the middle of selling Moonshine and verified after the fact that it was in fact my Moonshine that I was selling. So I've got no idea what Rockstar is up to with their servers, but I'm like, okay, if they think it's going to work, I'm going to try again. So what we're going to do is try to see if I can pop a mission off in the Moonshine Shack. If not, then we'll go and do something for our trader, because I've had enough fun. So we'll go and log into it. If it works, wonderful. If it doesn't, then we'll be off to the trader. I've tried a couple times already today, and I get only so far before it fails on me miserably. So we'll try it again.
My nephew Ram's still in jail, and Danny Lee and Braithwaite are still taking our customers. You let me know when you're ready to make a
stop
move.
talking.
We shouldn't sit on this too long.
Okay. Moonshine.
The last thing I heard Hickson say as they threw me into that burning building was, "Oh, I hope this goes slowly."
Lovely.
I hadn't managed to get down to the basement, I'd have been toast for sure. That ain't a man of law. That's a murderer.
Yeah, well, I'm not
I want him to understand that if he wants a war, we'll give him one.
Okay.
He's got agents stationed on the roads around here checking wagons. Go make it very clear. They ain't welcome.
Okay. I got a really shiny head, I just noticed. Hey, look at that. It worked. Okay, good. Take out revenue agents. Oh, I can do this. I can do this all day long. So, what I'm going to be doing with this series is there's always going to be Moonshine missions. There's always going to be trader missions that I can do. Sometimes it's just gathering gear, whatever it is. I enjoy those kind of things. They're a nice little treat for me to have something to do. And they're quick, usually. Come on. Oh, dear God. There was a gator there. I could sense it. There was. I can see the red dot now. Okay. And then after that, we're just going to goof off and have some fun. Let me just see where the hell this thing is. Yeah, we're not too far off. Probably would have been easier to follow the frickin' road. But, I've never been the brightest bulb in the Christmas tree. So, yeah, I'm going to kind of do this, since I only do it once a week. Every week, I'm going to pick something new to do. It could be, like I said, it could be a mission for the Moonshine Shack. It could be something for the trader. It could be, I might want to run a bounty mission. And just kind of goof off and do a bunch of stuff and talk like I do when I'm playing Cube World. So I'm digging this a lot. It's a lot of fun for me. And I've just really enjoyed the simple aspect of this game I love riding around on my horse. Like, I've literally logged into the game and just done that for like an hour. Not really done anything more. I'm going to do this real quick. Eat a little bit of fish. Get everything geared up. Other thing we can do here is have a cigar. Gives me a little bit of the sure shot here. Jackasses. Wow. Got me good. Don't know why I have the worst luck with this thing, but hey. Let's go back in. Oh yeah, you guys can see me just fine. There ain't nothing to hide behind here. Oh, you jerks. Oh, if you thought that I'm good at this game, I got something to sell you. I'm gonna get back in here. Oh, you son of a bitch. Got me good. I'm going back in. I'm not done with these fools. Oh, yeah. Okay, finally. That was entertaining. Now the other thing I like to do when we're here, gotta loot the fools. Sometimes you get some decent loot from them, so it always makes sense to do it. I've had more good stuff come off of the crap than not, so it's just, you know, it pays to do it. Oh, some poor random running through. Yeah, I've been saving up money in the game to do a whole bunch of stuff. I'll show you guys what I've accomplished, what I'm planning on doing. Oh, look at that health cure. See, that stuff's worth a couple bucks. So you may get bullets and stuff, and sometimes I'll get collectibles, like for the stuff that I'm doing. Get over here, Goldie. So next thing I'm going to do is take you over to our home base. Yeah. Get this all set up. And this happens to be more often than not. For whatever reason, Rockstar does not like you to maintain a property for whatever reason. Do my small camp. Bayou. So now it should be set up. They'll bill me $2 for it. And then sometimes it'll be there. Sometimes it won't. Less than consistent, I will say. Okay, so I'm going to head back over there. Hold tight while I do so, and I'll be right back. I'll tell you, what a difference a morning makes. So I brought Goldie's coming along with me. Got myself skinning a couple of alligators right outside of our area. Figure why not? It's a good time to show you guys the inner workings of our new camp. When I once I sold out all of those things the last time, I decided to invest some of the money. Got Goldie, obviously, and then I invested a lot more of the money in this because, well, this is where I spend a lot of time, and plus you make a lot of money here. So might as well make my area nice and reliable. Let's get this started. Donating those in. Still keeping a hold of everything. Bought Cripps a brand new outfit since, you know, he's making money for me now. I figured he might as well look more attractive than I do. I also updated the camp. We got Darwin, our new little puppy. He's a little foxhound. There he is. He always hangs out here with Cripps. I think he's amazing. Super adorable. I also updated our tenting area. That doesn't look the same. Interesting. I paid for a certain type of tent, and that ain't it. Interesting. Huh. Let's see what we got here. It would be just like Rockstar to mess me up with this stuff.
Take a look.
Okay. So that's the one that I bought that, yeah. Okay. Don't know why the hobo life was selected. Let me see how my tent looks. There we go. For whatever reason, they defaulted back to the hobo life, which I had at one point. Like, Okay, there we go. I spent a fair amount of money updating how everything looks here. Also bought myself this stew pot. What does this do? Canned pineapples. Wow. Big game meat. That's the one I'm more happy setting up. So we'll build this. Okay. So now, make ourselves some superior stew here. Come on. Darwin, it's for me. We'll eat ourselves. Gives us a nice boost. You can use this throughout the day. Everything gets maxed out. Perfect. Now I gotta figure out why this is shut down. Keep on dropping off stuff and nothing gets done. I'm gonna start Nope. Start resupply mission. Needed supplies.
Don't ask me how I know this, but some of our fellow traders are having some transportation difficulties. Stranded at the mercy of brigands and outlaws. So we can play nice or we can play smart. And you aren't very good at playing nice.
So we're going to play it smart. I'll take it. Okay, let's do this, Goldie. Stealing supplies. Love doing these missions. Yeah. So, like I was saying, is like I really have been enjoying just the leisurely aspects of everything. I would bring you guys along on a bunch of the collections. Unfortunately, in order to do that, the way that the game works, I have to have another system set up. So I will do that next time. I'll have my laptop set up, and I'll just have the places I need to go set up on that, and I'll have it set up next to me here. I haven't even turned on my laptop in about 5 months. I have no need for it. Or maybe I could set up the Raspberry Pi and do that there instead. I'm not too sure if I could set that up. I will work it out one way or the other, so that I can show you guys just the collection aspect. And then just do this, is just run around back and forth and just have fun. I've enjoyed this game a lot more than I probably should. The cowboy aspect of life, something I always loved when I was younger. I probably was around, trying to think, 10 or 12 when we had a friend's daughter. We had neighbors when I was a kid, and they became family. You know, you have aunts and uncles that are people that, you know, are not your actual family, but they're family friends that, you know, were close enough to become termed as family. So their daughter had come out to visit us when we lived in Calgary, and she had a date with this guy that was a neighbor. I think she came up for like 2 or 3 weeks, maybe even a month. It could have been. So she was supposed to go with our neighbor's son, and he bailed on her. And so she asked me if I wanted to go into the Rockies, and I was not one to say no, because horseback riding would be phenomenal. So we did that for a day, and it was absolutely one of my favorite memories growing up. Dang it. When I don't have a bunch of fools to kill, I'll be nicer. That a chunk of meat fell out of him? Looks like it. Thanks to you. So anyway, she ended up asking me if I wanted to go. Again, like, you know, I'd known her for, God, at that point, most of my life. I think I was about 4 or 5 when we moved next door to her family. And they're, like, we're still friends with their family to this day. Lovely, lovely people. My mom talks to them every week, and I get updates. I get constantly asked about how my sister and myself are doing. But anyway, the day I had with her was, like I said, was one of my favorite days, favorite memories growing up. It was just us, like, and I didn't think of her more as like a kid than me. We drove like an hour from Calgary out to Banff. And, oh my God. Got onto these horses, and it was just literally was like one of the best days. Like going through the mountains, and again, when I was living in Calgary, you dress up like cowboys. It's part of the lifestyle there. It's not abnormal. Like it was what you do. Like we have the Stampede, and there's chuck wagon races, and like I was right into it. Never really cared much for country western music, but I was definitely into everything else. Look at that. This is a supply bag. Got it. Okay, and see, that's why I do this, is like you end up getting the, sometimes you get a special collectible or something. You never can tell. So, we got out to Banff and got on our horses, and it was an entire day of just riding around on horses. Now, these were really well-trained horses. You know, they were very calm and sedate. There was no galloping or anything. There was about 15 or 20 people. But it was a whole day. Like we got there first thing in the morning until mid-afternoon. Remember we picked up steaks on the way home, and we ended up barbecuing. I don't know where the rest of my family was. Like I think that they were off doing something themselves, and we basically just had the whole house to ourselves. And it was like, I'm just a kid, but it was the first day that I'd felt like a grown-up, like at all. Because, like, you know, it was something I got to do and hang out and enjoy that did not involve my family. And it was a delightful day. And, like I said, I've held that memory for years. She has since passed away. And on a regular basis, I do think of her. She ended up having brain cancer and died at a very, very young age. But, you know, I'm very thankful that I had that day to hang out with her. Because, again, like I said, it's one of my fondest memories I have as a child growing up. And I always think of her very, very fondly. So, yeah, that's what we're going to get, these weird stories and stuff. But, yeah, man, that day riding a horse was the first time I'd ever been on a horse. My grandfather, my mom's dad, he was, I should say, very much into horses. He loved the horse track. In Canada, we have the sulkies. You know, it was like harness racing. He used to, you know, take me to that when I was a child. But I love the smell of the horses. I've always loved the sound, everything. Always thought that they were beautiful animals, and I still do to this day. Like they're wonderful. But yeah, I think that's why I dig Red Dead so much. Is it gets me a little bit closer to things I had when I was a child. Good memories of a lot of people, to be honest. And it's funny because, you know, not raised on a farm or anything, but you know, it's something that always sat close and dear for me. So yeah, we got it. Got it. Get the supplies off of Goldie. We got this. Now, if I had armor here with me, we'd get 2 of these supplies, which would have been wonderful. Supplies are dropped.
Well done.
Okay. Ranked up. Nice. Now he should be able to complete what I've been waiting for a couple of days. Like I was saying, I've been waiting for this to get done so that I can get stuff going. I need 25 goods done. Now let's do a local delivery. We can do that now. I don't need anything more. I'm good with this.
This is the life, huh? Self-sufficient, answering to no one. We are making something of ourselves.
We
now,
are.
This might even put a smile on your face. It's time to make a sale. I've found some buyers locally. And not the highest price, but easy money. And I'll
Dude, I'm
take
in.
Easy over hard any day.
Yeah, I'm in. Like I said, these kind of things are fun for me. I've been enjoying the heck out of this tonight. Because, you know, you don't need to always be, you know, running around doing missions and stuff. Sometimes this is the grind that I dig a lot, man. Again, an empty crate. It's funny. I do this for armor the other day. Full of stuff. Do it for me. Not a damn thing in the bag. Couldn't tell you why this happens to me, but hey, I'm not going to argue it. This will get me into Saint Denis. Probably. Let me double check where we're headed to. Oh, we're headed the opposite direction. We're headed up to Emerald Ranch. Okay. That's going to be a bit of a haul. Okay, Emerald Station. Man. I don't know if we're going to get shot at or not on the way up, but we will find out. Yeah. But the morning ritual I have with Armor Time, even though it's been dwindling down a little bit, you know, it's not been as long. I haven't put as much time and effort into the game. But with that being said, I still have over 100 hours into the game. It's not that I don't enjoy it at all. And that's just on the PC. I probably have another 40 hours or more in the game on my PlayStation. Put a couple hours on the Xbox the other day, because that's now part of the Xbox Game Pass for PC, which is a treat, because, you know, I have no idea what controller I'm going to have in my hand. If I want to play on the PlayStation or the Xbox, I got the game. Yeah, I figured out a little while ago, I have purchased this game right now full price 3 times. I bought it on PlayStation when it came out, and then, well, no, yeah, I paid full price for it, which is $80 Canadian. And then around Christmas time, when it came out on the PC, I bought a copy for myself, and then I ended up buying a copy for my son. I think I got 10 or 20% off on that, but still. With the amount of money I've invested in this game, I will not... Even at that price, I feel like I've got my money's worth. A lot of people complain about the online component, that it's boring, that there isn't enough to do. I can understand that, but again, I've only invested 100 hours into it here. There are people that have put on, you know, hours and hours and hours, hundreds and hundreds of hours into this. I can assume that it would get a little tedious, but even in Grand Theft Auto, the online component for that, which has had multiple years to flesh out, even that wears thin after a while, and I think it's just a matter of how you play and how much you play. Like for me, I'm content some days to put in 10 minutes just to get a couple of my things done, or other days I just want to put in a bunch of hours. You know, there's times that I'm like, okay, you know what, I want to go on a bounty mission, I want to do this kind of thing, and the versatility on the game is definitely there. I think that there's still a lot of potential for things to do. I would like to have some more intricate storylines for posse stuff to do. Like right now, whenever I'm doing stuff, it's kind of simplistic. Either we're doing missions for the trader, we're doing missions for the Moonshiner, we're just running from point A to point B, dropping stuff off and picking stuff up, shooting a few fuels along the way. But, you know, I would like to have those big train heists and things to do, you know. Except like in Grand Theft Auto, you've got the heist missions where you have to do 5, 6, 7 things in a row, you know, to make it worthwhile. Those kind of things I would love to see come into the game. I have no idea if they're planned. I would love to have those options for sure. But again, this game is not all that old. There's still plenty of time for Rockstar to develop more stuff for it. There's also talk people want to have like a picture or photographer kind of skill. I think would be kind of slick. There we go. Dropped off our goods. And there we go. I think I made $50. Which is fine. $200 traders, $57.50. I'm fine with that. I'm good with that. So there we go. I hope you guys enjoyed, as I will ride off into the sunset and go in and have more adventures. I'm probably going to do some collection this evening. But again, hope you guys enjoyed this kind of take. A little bit laid back, a little bit more chill, a little bit more relaxed. Some stories getting thrown into the mix. I have a bunch of things to share. I have had a very interesting and varied life. I feel it's about time for me to be able to share some of that with you guys. Anyway, I will see you. Let me just double check. I got a new thing from the fence.
Been a while since you were through here.
So we got to buy.
Have yourself a quick nosy.
dear God. Small game arrow. These things are all expensive. Horse meal. I tell you, fire. That's the one I just got. Is the fire arrow? Oh, $700. Well, you know what? I got to get all this stuff eventually. Dear God, they sure do know how to. Toxic moonshine. So that's something I need for the moonshine business. But again, I don't know if I want to actually throw that in. It's potent predator. I don't use predator stuff. But here's the thing. I think what I'm going to do next episode, I may do a bunch more collections and get a bunch more money, and then we might go to Madame Lazare, maybe purchase some of those things, maybe purchase a couple of other things, see what else is on sale. Like I said, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. It's been a treat having you guys here today, and I will see you guys in our next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.